Okay, hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 10 p.m. on April 28th, 2020. We had a beautiful day today. Yes, made it back to the Pine Barrens again, so hopefully you got a chance to be outside. And even if you were in the state of New Jersey, hopefully you decided to go to the park anyway and not let Mr. Phil Murphy and his Red Guard try to stop you. So let's go take a look at the weather across the area. We're going to actually first look at the skies. I meant to do this. There are a couple of things we got to talk about in this weather update, so I'm trying to remember everything. Well, try to remember everything. We'll see if we can. I already forgot to load the high-resolution satellite for today, just to show you. Here's that storm from yesterday. Wow, look at that thing. Looks like it's got an eye to it. That thing looks like it's got some tropical characteristics again. Really unusual. But anyway, if you look over our area, put this in here, you can see. If you're not familiar with our area, you can see we had mostly clear skies. We had some clouds in the morning, and then literally just as I was getting into the Pine Barrens around 10:30, 11 o'clock, they just dissipated. So it was perfect day in the Pine Barrens, and I was right over here in the Pine Barrens around Ridge and Shoreham. So we had a clear day across Long Island, and it looks like a clear day in New Jersey too. This doesn't really show the morning clouds. I would have liked to have shown the morning clouds. Let's just go to because there were clouds in the morning. That satellite doesn't quite show that, so I want to load the full 96 frame loop. Maybe that'll show it. No, it doesn't go far. It doesn't go far back enough. Doesn't go far back enough. Nope, that's the 96 frame loop. Okay. Oh well. So let's take a look at some of the temperatures across our area. We'll start off with Farmingdale, and then we'll work our way east. So 50 degrees at Farmingdale. Let's see what the high was at Farmingdale. It hit 65, so it was pretty close to average for this time of the year. We had a sea breeze kick in the late afternoon, so it brought the temperatures down to the mid-50s. We'll take a look at Islip, see what Islip hit. So 46 at Islip. 64 at Islip. So we had northwest winds, and then they shifted to the west, and then southwest and south as the sea breeze kicked in. You could see that temperature drop there when the sea breeze kicked in. Probably West Hampton was a little cooler because that's on the south shore. So 40, it's down to 40 there, and let's see what it hit there. 62. You could clearly see, though, when the sea breeze came in. Look at West Hampton. It went from 60 to 52 in an hour. And I was sitting outside when the sea breeze came in, and you could just feel it right away. It dropped the temperature quite a bit. The city doesn't have a sea breeze. They're still at 54. And they got up to 67, so close to 70 in the city. What are we feeling? Some places in New Jersey might have gotten into the 70s. Let's take a look and see. See how warm it got in New Jersey today. Of course, we'll start with Toms River. So it's 50 degrees there, and it hit 66. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it hit 66. I'm really surprised. I thought it would be a little warmer there. Let's see McGuire Air Force Base. 66 as well. Okay. So not that much warmer in Toms River, I guess. But they never really got a sea breeze, so they stayed warm through the late afternoon into the early evening. So you know what's coming. More rain again. So let's get to it. There are actually a couple of things I want to show you. I'm trying to remember. But we're going to talk about the rain that we're going to be dealing with here. We'll be looking at the surface map here. So you see this high that brought us the nice weather moving away. We have this little area of light rain that might try to develop over tomorrow afternoon. You can kind of see it over here with that warm front. And then for the most part, we're not really going to see the rain until Thursday. Thursday into Thursday night. We'll have it'll be nasty on Thursday with some light rain, but the heavier rain and the showers and possible thunderstorms they don't come through until the cold front moves through. And now the cold front is saying this cold front may not come through until much later on Thursday night, maybe toward midnight. And there's the low there, and it's going to kind of sit over us on Saturday. So we may have 2 rainy days in a row yet again. I meant on Friday, my mistake, on Friday. And then you can see it slowly pulls out on Saturday. And then we see some improvement on Saturday and Sunday before the next rain system moves through. It looks like early Monday, but it looks like this is a fast mover. It's going to move on through really quickly, and then after that we'll be dry again. I'm not really going to go beyond that into the long range on this weather update. So let's get a closer look at our area, and we will be taking a look at some of the models. So here's that little light rain. That's the whole. The GFS might be overdoing, because if we look at these are the 18Z models. If we look at the NAM, it's not even there on the NAM. So I'm thinking the GFS might be overdoing it a little bit. So, oh, this is the 0Z NAM. Actually, I have enough of the 0Z in to look. Well, we have enough of it to look tomorrow. So tomorrow, I think we'll look out and be dry most of the day. Maybe a few sprinkles. It's this front right here that we got to watch out for Thursday. So I'm gonna have to move this to the 18Z because don't go far enough out. This front for Thursday here, you could see what happened. So this is the NAM, and this is right around 8 o'clock. Now, Thursday we may even look out and have Thursday being dry now, because the front is moving. It may be drizzly, though, and it may be very nasty out, because you can see how tight those isobars are. That means a strong south wind and LLJ. But the rain doesn't really get in until after midnight again, so much slower movement on the front. And then there's that upper level low that might trigger some showers in the afternoon for Friday. And then we try to get rid of it by Saturday, but you can see it's over the area as of midnight Saturday. So that's as far as I got on the NAM. So, we're going to get back into the wet period, but we had a beautiful day today, and I really hope you did enjoy it. So that's what it looks like on the various models. I mean, those are the two I really want to use. I will go to the HRRR, but the problem with that one is it doesn't go that far out. So we're only going to get, let's see how far into Wednesday we can get. Okay, we are getting enough in for Wednesday. So you can see that light rain that might develop right around 2 o'clock maybe across the line, but it kind of just fizzles out. But that is the warm front. And then once we look at Thursday, you see here comes that LLJ. That's going to be a nasty LLJ for your Thursday. You can see how tight those isobars are, and you'll see, I don't know if this gives us dew point. Yes, it does give us dew point. You'll see you're also going to start getting some humidity in too, ahead of that LLJ. If we were to look at the NAM, you can see the humidity coming in for Thursday. Again, I'll have to go to the 18Z run to show you the humidity coming in. So it's going to get a little damp and humid, and you're going to have some strong winds on Thursday too from the south-southeast. As you can see that LLJ coming in ahead of that cold front right there. So we'll go back to the GFS and we'll take a look at our temperatures. So it won't be as warm tomorrow with that east-southeast flow and the cloud cover. So you can see here, there's the warm front right there. You can see clearly the warm front right there, right over, looks like southern New Jersey, Delmarva. They're going to be well into the 70s with a little humidity probably too. And then that warmth comes in. Wednesday night, temperatures are going to rise. And Jersey could go well into the 60s on Thursday. And we may be in the 60s too as well. Probably 50s. It depends if the sun comes out or not. We'll have to look at the sky grids for that. Friday, wow, it has it. Despite the scattered showers, it has it quite warm on the GFS. Isn't that interesting? Wow. So seeing temperatures that warm would indicate that the sun would be out, but there'd be some instability showers, so it might not be widespread. And then Saturday, look at this. We go close to 70 degrees, and Sunday even warmer in the 70s. So it will be a spring-like weekend once we get rid of these systems here. So I guess I'll go look at the clouds then. If it's getting that warm on Friday, there must be some sun coming out. Okay, so here is Wednesday. See the clouds coming in. So it will be mostly cloudy that day. Thursday, yeah, we're going to be cloudy. Friday, yep, there are a couple of breaks. And we get those breaks, that's what probably would trigger an instability shower, but you can see that would probably would bring the temperature up. And then Saturday could be a mostly sunny day. If we look at we got lucky today with this too, where it just lined up perfect, and we may see the same thing on Saturday too. Sunday may be more high clouds. I'm not going to go beyond that. So that's what it looks like here. So let's see how much rain that we will be getting from this system here. So we'll be going to total accumulated precip, and we'll take a look at the rainfall. It's not very much through tomorrow, and it doesn't really start in until Thursday. night into early Friday, and that's with that front that we might see close to an inch of rain across our area from that front. The other concern is the wind, so we'll go over to windy.com. And we will look at windy.com. So let's go look at the wind gusts because they will be picking up at that LLJ. So 2 p.m. tomorrow we'll go. You can see where the warm front is and where the winds are stronger behind that warm front. So once we get to like 7 p.m., you're going to see the winds pick up, and you can see those winds picking up already for Thursday. So Thursday, that warmth on Thursday is quite surprising considering the cloud cover. So see, here's that LLJ on Thursday. These are looking at wind gusts. So look at what happens here ahead of that cold front as it moves into the area. Here we go, 7 p.m. Look at that. We're getting gusts. Looks like the worst of it's still off to the west, where they have gusts close to 50. And then we're still dealing with it. So you can see how slow moving this front is. But there's the front. You can clearly see it. It moves through in the wee hours of Friday morning. We're still dealing with that LLJ, and then by Friday we get a break from the LLJ, a little bit of a break from the LLJ. It still has a south wind over us, which is kind of interesting. I wonder how it is with the clouds. I don't see clouds in it. Yeah, there may be a clear period over sometime Friday afternoon. At least this model seems to think that. Thursday we got a lot of clouds, but what's interesting, again, if we hit the temperature, it'll show you how warm it is in certain areas. Long Island, we got the sea breeze, so we're in the 50s, but Jersey, even though they have clouds, it shows you how warm the air mass is. They are in the, and we'll just show you again tomorrow night. You can see that warm front approaching, and you can see Jersey gets well, and this is 2 p.m., close to 70 perhaps. It's going to get pretty warm in Jersey on Thursday, and it's also going to be humid too. So we look at those dew points. Dew points will be up there too in the 50s. So it won't be stiflingly humid, but you'll feel it. You'll feel the humidity for sure. I guess that's going to almost wrap up this weather update, but we're not quite done yet. I want to show you something interesting. So we're going to take this 2 regions, and we're going to switch to Australia because Joe Chaffee was talking about this, and Australia has had an Antarctic front pass. That's right, an Antarctic front. So, and it shows up very well on here. So we're going to bring this back to yesterday. You can see the heat in Australia here, but look at the cold front coming through right here. See that cold front? I'll draw it out for you. So it's right here, the cold front. Clearly see it. This is an Antarctic front. All right, so this is an Antarctic front that's coming through Australia. All right. So this air is actually coming from Antarctica and traveling over the ocean. So it's very after all the record heat and drought that Australia experienced over their summer. Now they're going into the winter. So it's going to get a lot, and I mean it's going to get cool. So take a look at this. All right, so here's the front. You can clearly see. Look at that push right through like that. And it pushes through most of Australia, and temperatures drop quite a bit. I mean, we're talking 40s along the southeast coast there of Australia by Thursday morning, which is pretty interesting. So look at this, and it gets even colder as you get into Thursday. Look at this. They are going to struggle to reach the freezing mark in the southeast part. This is in Celsius, so you see 1 degree Celsius. That's close to freezing. That is cold. That is really cold, and I'm sure. Let's see how dry this air is. Well, this doesn't really give dew points. You don't have all the same products, but this is some really cold air that they're getting into Australia. So Thursday, they're going to end April on a very cold note, and going into May, you can see again. Look at that. Look at the cold temperatures, 3 degrees. I mean, that's crazy. Highs are only going to be. Oh, it's backwards, right? Okay, so the highs, because I gotta remember it's Australia, so this goes by Greenwich Mean Time, the disease. So I gotta remember, all right. So the highs will be in the struggling to reach 40, but at night it's gonna go down to close to 30, which is on her. I mean, it rarely ever gets below freezing in Australia. It's very unusual, and it stays cold. So it's very unusual. And here comes another Arctic front. Look at this one. This is for next Wednesday, May 6th. Look at this Arctic front come on through. Excuse me, Antarctic. We got to remember it's coming from the south. Everything is reversed. So very interesting stuff going on in Australia with the weather, and they may be getting some snow too out of this too. So you can take a look. This is very interesting stuff. I'm gonna follow this for sure, because I can't remember the last time it's been this cold in Australia. This is just part of what you have when you have you know the climate going crazy. Sometimes you have crazy cold weather in certain areas. It's just out of balance is what it is. So let's go to the precip moisture, because I think that they will be seeing a chance of snow. Now the Antarctic air mass picks up a lot of moisture, so I don't think they're gonna have clear weather with it. So let's see. We have that low coming in there. There you go. Look at that low pulling the cold air in. Remember, it's this way. You see a little snow on that map there. All right, there is a high that builds in. Probably a cold high. And then let's see. I don't know if they'll get any snow. It looks like some of the higher elevations could get snowfall. I'm curious if this has a snowfall product. Probably not. It does. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. In some of the mountains there, they could see, or they could see a lot. They could see 8, 10 inches perhaps. That's crazy. I didn't know they had snow in Australia. That's rare. That is rare right there. So this doesn't really give a it doesn't really give a sky forecast. But again, very interesting stuff. If you look at the temperatures anomaly, you'll see how cold it is. We're going to go and look at the anomalies here. So look at that. You really see it on this anomaly map. Look at that. There's the front right there coming in tomorrow into Australia. Look at that. That's amazing. And there's the second one. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.